The Élysée Palace has announced the king's first state visit of his reign has been postponed as violent protests against President Emmanuel Macron's retirement age reforms continue across France. Emmanuel Macron has revealed he hopes King Charles will reschedule his visit to France for the summer as he condemned protesters in his country. The French president said, "Common sense and friendship," led to the cancellation of King Charles III's upcoming visit due to the anti-government protests in France. Speaking at a news conference after a summit in Brussels, Macron said, "We would not be serious to make a state visit in the middle of protests." He added that proceeding with the visit that had been scheduled to start Sunday would have prompted incidents that would have been detestable. He said Charles' visit would be rescheduled for the beginning of summer. He said, "We have proposed that, in early summer, depending on our respective agendas, we can together arrange a new state visit." He said it should be under conditions that will allow the monarch to enjoy France. The French leader came under fire for the decision to cancel the state visit. Generation Frexit leader, Charles-Henri Gallois told Express.co.uk the move proves the French leader no longer has control of the turmoil in his country. He said, "It's a terrible sign for Macron. It means he does not have control of his country anymore. He can no longer pretend it's business as usual." Fellow researcher at the Henry Jackson Society Dr. Helena Ivanoff also told this website President Macron will not be seen in a favorable light at home and internationally after this decision. She said, "France finds itself in a very complicated situation. It is quite reasonable that the visit is postponed, otherwise it would have been overshadowed by the protests. Macron now finds himself in what is an incredibly difficult situation. These protests have already escalated massively, and thorny questions remain about what happens next and if Macron can control these protests. Obviously, none of this is good for him either locally or internationally.